advice for new construction or trade-based business owners. Now, if you're starting out in the industry, you want some practical, real advice from someone who's been there, done it, got the t-shirt. This is the video for you. I've got 5 lessons on the board today. And look, if you don't know me, my name's Dean Barton. I've been in the industry a long time. I started on the tools at the bottom. I've built businesses up. I own businesses today. I'm actively doing this stuff. And this is the stuff that I wish I would have been told or wish I knew before I started or when I was actually new into the business world. So, number one, the most important thing for you guys is to think bigger. Do not go into this industry thinking, right, I'm a one-man band, or I've got to take whatever jobs come my way. And look, when you start, you've got to get busy and just get some work in and get some experience. But as you start building the business out, you've got to realise that there's so much more potential. This industry's huge. Whatever you do, whether you're a gardener, a landscaper, a floor layer, a tiler, an electrician, a carpenter, a decorator, you can build a multi-million pound business by doing that individual trade. It doesn't matter what it is. There is money to be made. Now, not to be said that you get a bit above your boots, you've got to build things in the right way. You've got to build a business correctly. You're not going to go from zero to multi-millions overnight. There's a lot to it. But what I'm saying is, stop thinking small. Stop just thinking about making enough money today. Think like a bigger person, which means you take bigger actions today. Set yourself up as a limited company and build profits up in that company now. Have the mindset and the attitude of an investor, not just a business owner as a little old tradesman. View yourself as a business owner and an investor. Build up the profits in the company and reinvest into that company to allow you to do more work and build a better brand. That is the biggest, most important thing. If you just start thinking bigger and not thinking small, you can do anything. You know, whatever trade you're in, you'll be able to Google and find someone that's doing 10, 20 million pounds a year in the industry, in the trade that you do. So think like that. The potential is huge. This industry is amazing if you build the right business around it. It's a big player in the UK, okay? Now, once you started thinking like this and you're actually building up profits in the company, number 2 is that marketing and sales is the most important function of any business. But it's the most important function of your business. The business that markets the most will win. And the business that markets the most will generate the most amount of revenue, which at some point will turn into profit at the bottom if you're running the business correctly. And if you want help on that, there's other videos that I've done on pricing work, structuring the company, factoring in your overheads. But ultimately, the more sales you make is going to come from the amount of marketing you do, which is going to turn into money, into cash in the till and into profits. Marketing is the most important function of a business. You could be the best at what you do, but if no one knows you, and if no one wants to use you, it's pointless, it's worthless. There's no point being the world's best kept secret. You've got to really flaunt yourself and market your life like it depends on it. Like the businesses that do this today, in this day and age, with social media, with everything, you know, with the digital world we now live in, the businesses that are focused on marketing and building a marketing machine are going to absolutely kill it. And they are killing it because people want to use them as a company. And you've got to think, right, if there's 30 electricians in your area, or there's 40 carpenters in your area, what's going to make you stand out? It's going to be your marketing efforts. And if I wish I knew this earlier on. I wish someone sat me down 20 years ago and said, look, if you become a master at marketing, you become a marketeer as a business owner, everything else is solvable from this point here. Because if you've got leads coming in, you've got work coming in, you've got clients who want stuff doing, you can solve any problem in a business because it's going to generate cash. The money is made there. It's not made in delivery, and that's where a lot of people go wrong. And again, such a valuable lesson if you take from that. It's the best. You have to be a marketer. Number 3, you've got to back that up. You can market as much as you like, but if you don't deliver on your marketing or you don't deliver a fantastic job, that's going to be very short-lived and you're going to get found out, you're going to get bad reviews, the marketplace is going to speak. And what you can never forget is that whilst we are in a digital world, people are still real. Still real people, still real clients, still real customers, real houses you're going into, real workspaces, real offices that you're working on, you're doing projects. People talk, and you want to be excellent at every single level. If your clients don't say amazing things about you, you've got problems. You need to solve those problems. You want to be excellent on every level and be above everyone else. So every touch point, from the initial inquiry, from how people find you, from how you talk to them, from how you deliver work on site, from how you recruit people, everything you touch, you want to be excellent at. Don't settle for what everyone else is doing and what you see and compare to your mates that have got businesses as well. Look at the best of the best of the best. From day zero, because you're thinking bigger. And you're going to market the best, you need to be the best. And you always have to, in this industry, deliver on your word, which is dying out. You know, people don't value their word as much, but this is what you need to value on. Value delivering on your word. If you say to a customer, we are going to do this, do it. Deliver on it without fail. Even if you've messed something up because you're a bit inexperienced on timescales and costs, even if it's going to cost you some money now, short-term pain, you've got to deliver on your word to your customer and be excellent. Be the person that's the best at delivering and running the company and taking it on the chin so that your customer is happy and you've done the right thing. You've got to be excellent in this industry. If you're not, this is why people stay small, because ultimately people have got to want to use you, and it's so much easier if part of your marketing efforts is customers saying amazing things around you and about you as well. That's only going to happen if you're excellent in your delivery and what you do. Then, number 4, focus on building relationships. Do not focus on just making a quick pound note today. It's easy to make money in business. It's so easy. You go to a customer, you price a job, you put a margin on it, you make profit. That's easy. You can do that and do that and do that. It's not complicated. What's tougher, what's harder, is building key relationships with every single person that you interact with in your business. This is the biggest thing, and you'll look at it and you go, I don't care about that, I just want to make money. This is how you make money. Relationships is how you make money. Every penny that you've ever had in your life has come from a relationship at some point. It's a relationship with a previous employer, it's a relationship with a customer. Every penny comes from a relationship. If someone refers you, that's a relationship, and they've referred someone to you, and that's turned into money. Relationships are the key. So you need to focus on building relationships with your customers. So again, it's linking to customers saying good things about you, but your customers should be your referral machine. They should be giving you more work down the line and saying, these guys were amazing, these were really good, I recommend these guys, because you are excellent. You need the relationships with your customers, but you need key relationships with suppliers. You know, when things go wrong, you need something quick, you need it now. If you haven't got relationships with these guys, you've got a problem on site, something's gone wrong. If you haven't got relationships with these guys, why would they want to help you? You know, you want to be the people that are the best known everywhere. Suppliers are going to help you a lot. Your workforce, you need good relationships with your lads. You need good relationships with your subcontractors. You need guys that want to move heaven and earth for you because you're a great boss. They like you, they respect you, you look after them. You've got a relationship in place. Then, where you can get work. So professionals, architects, consultants, designers, other subcontractors, other main contractors. What professional relationships have you got that can provide you a funnel as part of your marketing efforts? It's all linked, this stuff, that can actually funnel into work with you. If you've got an architect who gets £10 million a year of work every year through designs, and 2 million of that goes to you because you're their preferred contractor, have you got a key relationship in place? Have you got a key relationship in place with building control, structural engineer, designers, interior designers, procurement teams, quantity surveyor, you know, all people like this, professional people in whatever it is that you do, other subbies. You know, if you've got mates or people that you know they've got a groundworks company, for example, and you're a decorating works, their relationships should be becoming your relationships. The doors that they've got open should be doors that can be open to you. But equally, you can open up doors for your mates as well and your people. And this is what's dying in this industry, is working together. Everyone should be working together. If you've got a relationship that you can introduce to your friend, he's got a business that's separate to yours, you don't do what he does, why would you not do that? But you do. Well, the only reason you wouldn't do that is because they're not excellent, and that's what you've got to be careful of, is referring people that are not excellent. It makes you look bad. But if they are, and they should be, and equally your friend should be thinking this as well, that you're excellent, so why should they not open up doors for you? Then that's the issue you need to solve. But you want to be working together all the time, and that's only going to come from key relationships all the time. If you literally just focus on that, everything else will actually look after itself. Relationships is everything. Then number 5, speed and patience. You've got to use speed and patience to your advantage. This is where people get messed up, right? So I want to make this clear. This is an important lesson, so listen in. Speed is everything in business. The quicker you can execute and get stuff done, the better. But that's not always going to be repaid back to you. A lot of times you're going to be waiting for stuff. You're going to have to give things adequate amount of time to happen. And you've got to be patient with stuff that's outside your control, but incredibly impatient with stuff that is inside your control. So the quicker you get quotes back, the quicker you reply back to customers, the quicker you plan things and organise things and get ahead, the better. You've got to use speed to your advantage, without a doubt. But you've got to learn the skill of being patient, that when you've executed and you've done what you can do, and it's then in other people's court, or it's a matter of time, you've got to wait for things to come back. That's where you've got to really practice being patient and waiting, and not forcing people to do things, because otherwise you're going to piss people off. And sometimes things take time. Thinking bigger, growing a bigger business, there is an element, it does take time. It's not going to happen overnight. You've got to do things in the right way. You've got to get the experience. You've got to get the right people. You've got to recruit people. You've got to build a marketing system. It doesn't happen overnight. But if you can just practice the skill of going, right, well, when it's in your court, when you've got to do things, do it as quick as you can. Urgency is everything. But then when you're waiting for things, you've got to be a bit more patient. And it's a balancing act, because you expect everyone to operate at the same speed as you. This is a trap as a business owner, especially when you recruit people. You expect them to do things as quick as you. They won't. They just won't. No one will do things as quick as you. So you've got to learn and understand that, and develop the muscle of patience as well as speed, and the two work together. Those are 5 big lessons that I thought of for this video. If you're starting or you're relatively new to the industry, focus on those 5 things and you're going to be in a much better place. It's going to be a lot easier. Now, so if you want more advice, you want more help for your business, there is a link below this video to a podcast that I do. It's Construction Entrepreneur Podcast. Covers everything with this industry, how to make more money, how to build a better team, how to get better clients, the whole lot. Check it out, listen to it on the go. I'll see you in the next one. Bosh.